Hey guys, it's Jimmy back again with another juicing video. This time we're going to talk about one of my favorite things to juice in the whole wide world, and that is basil. You know, basil acts as an adaptogen, and what that means is it's very, very good to juice when we're under a lot of stress. When you have a lot of stress, or you have a lot of anxiety, or you just need a mood uplift, there's nothing better than learning to get your basil on. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing quite like juicing the basil. I'm talking about this bad boy right here. Let me tell you what I just juiced, because I'm excited about this. I just juiced two Granny Smith apples. I juiced a couple of carrots. I juiced a lime, and I juiced some basil, and I juiced some spearmint, and I'm telling you, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Let's get right into the benefits of the basil. Basil acts naturally as an anti-inflammatory agent. Many naturopathic doctors prescribe basil in the treatment of diabetes, respiratory disorders of all forms, allergies, because it's very, very good for asthma, impotence, and infertility. This may be because basil contains cinnamonic acid, which has been found to enhance circulation, stabilize blood sugar, and improve breathing with those with respiratory disorders. Basil is very, very high in antioxidants. I mean, it's loaded with antioxidants. What are antioxidants? Well, they fight against the free radical damage that is associated with aging. It's also very good for all skin ailments. You can apply basil oil, after you juice it directly to your face. It evens out hypo and hyperpigmentation in the skin. It helps to balance the skin tone, and it's very good if you have acne. It's also very tightening to the skin. If you need something for hair growth, you can apply basil with potato and put that directly on your scalp at night with some coconut oil, and it will stimulate the hair growth. It's also very good for graying hair. But basil is one of the best free radical scavengers to juice, and that's the reason why I like to talk about it. The leaves are loaded with antibacterial properties. You know, you guys can't see this, but off camera right now, I am diffusing basil and peppermint, and that is not only very uplifting with the peppermint in there, but basil acts naturally as a it destroys bacteria in the air, so it's killing all airborne pathogens and all bacteria, and it also is boosting my mood. You know, it's great to diffuse if you need an uplift in spirits. It's good also, the oil is very, very good if you have a headache. You can apply it on your temples, on your pulse points, on your chest, on your neck, and it's going to be very, very good to help with your headache. Basil is used to sharpen memory. It's used as a nerve tonic. It's used to remove phlegm from our bronchial tubes. If you have a lot of phlegm in your bronchial tubes, juice about 1 ounce every hour. The leaves can strengthen the stomach, and they induce also sweating. So, this naturally helps toxins be eliminated when we can increase our sweat production just a little bit. They help with fevers. Basil immediately helps to lower fevers. They're very, very good to give a little bit of the basil juice to children if they have a cold, or they have the flu, or they have a cough. And if they have a fever associated with this, it's good to naturally lower their fever, because it's going to help eliminate whatever is ailing them as far as toxicity wise. It's going to help just flush it right out. And it's one of the best things to juice to boost your immune system. Of course, it's very, very good for coughs. Basil is found in most cough syrups. It may not be labeled as basil, but it's a form of basil that they're extracting because it's an expectorant. It relieves mucus in asthma and bronchitis. Chewing on the leaves also helps to prevent colds and flus, or if you have a headache, it's great just to chew on the leaves too. So if you don't have access to a juicer, you can just know that you can chew on those leaves too. It's also good for sore throat. It's good for all respiratory disorders. For respiratory disorders, I would recommend juicing it with a lot of ginger, and it's going to help. It's going to help keep those respiratory disorders at bay. It's very, very good to help strengthen our kidneys. It helps to remove kidney stones. It's good for heart problems. Basil strengthens a weak heart. It also reduces the bad cholesterol levels. But the reason I like to juice it, guys, is because it tastes so good. It's part of the mint family, and it really makes your juices taste just great. But I like it because it's an adaptogen, and so if I'm under a little bit of stress, I can juice just a little bit of basil, and there's nothing that just calms the nerves right down. So it's wonderful for stress and for anxiety. So that's really one of the glorious benefits it provides, as well as just being a potent antioxidant and a free radical scavenger. It's going to help decrease the aging process in my body. How do we juice it? Well, I'll tell you, there's nothing better than a couple of Granny Smith apples and the glorious basil, along with lime. I love the lime with it, and a little sliver of ginger. Now, what I just juiced was a couple of carrots, a Granny Smith apple, the ginger, the basil, and I also included this stuff right here, this glorious goodness right here, and that is the spearmint. I love the spearmint. It is so cooling and it is so uplifting. It is wonderful to include with the basil because they're kind of part of the same plant family. Anyway, just get your juice on however you want to with it. You're going to find it beneficial if you juice it, guys. Juice the basil. Have a glorious day. Peace, love, and positive vibrations to you all. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's all get our juice on and let's get our basil on, baby.